What's good? Just how to balance work with life, with your goals, with school, all that good stuff. We're gonna talk about it. I was sitting in class. There was smart kid, he was on his phone, and we had a substitute teacher that day. They said basically, finish your work. We finished our work. He got on his phone. Little by little, other people started getting on their phones, and the teacher was like, "Hey, why are you on your phone?" It was a pretty smart kid. He's like, "I finished all my work. I'm done." He's like, "Okay, you're done. Do you have a grade? Do you have an A in this class?" "Yeah." "How about your other classes?" "No." "Okay, well, you got more work to do. Go do until you got A's and B's in all your classes. You shouldn't be on your phone because that means you got more work to do." And, initially you'd be like, "Oh man, this teacher's being annoying. This teacher's just being an asshole." But when you kind of take the lesson away from that and apply it to life, when it comes to life, we are doom scrolling. We are doing things counterproductive to our goals, to what we believe. Because I think a majority of the time, when you think about who you want to be, let's just say you're going to be an FBI agent. But when it comes to your daily life and your daily tasks, if you were to sit down and ask yourself, okay, is what I'm doing right now productive to me being an FBI agent? Will it benefit me in any way? Does it help? The majority of the answer is probably going to be no. So the number one thing I'm going to tell you is prioritizing your time and being super cutthroat with your time. Super cutthroat, bro. There's times to play and there's times to be serious. But when you have ambitious goals, the more ambitious they are, the more serious you have to become. The more difficult they are, the more serious you have to become. Like I said, let's just say you want to be FBI, Special Forces. You want to be a professional boxer, a professional fighter, whatever it is, right? These are things that I'm interested in, so I'm just using these examples. But the moment you turn on your Xbox or your PlayStation or your PC to game, ask yourself, is this the best thing I could be doing with my life right now? Knowing that I have this goal. Would that best version of myself be doing this right now at this moment? And you know what the answer is. And you might say like, but I worked out. You might try to cope, but I worked out. Oh, but I did what I needed to do for the day. Oh, but I meditated. Oh, but I finished my schoolwork. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't want to hear none of that. Because unless you have your desired goal already and you're moving on to the next goal, you shouldn't be distracting yourself with instant gratification. There's always something more you can be doing, and that's why I used the example of me being in class. Unless you got straight A's and B's, then there's no reason why you should be on your phone. There's no reason why you should be playing video games. There's no reason why you should be distracting yourself when you got more work to do. You're not done. Okay, nice. You did something you're supposed to do. Keep doing it. The second point I want to make is that find the best way to maximize your effort and your time. Let's just say you want to make a YouTube channel and you're starting out, right? You haven't made a video yet, and let's just say it's about how to write a book, something so specific. Do you think that making a video on the first steps and basics to writing a book is going to be productive, or making a logo and figuring out a name for your channel? What's going to get you the most views? Putting the video out first, regardless if it's 1 view, 2 views, 3 views. The fact of the matter is you're going to spend a day or maybe a week trying to make a logo, trying to make a title for yourself, a name for yourself with no views, but it feels like you're doing something productive. It feels like you're starting this channel, that you're doing this thing, but you're not maximizing your time. You're not maximizing the benefits that you could be doing instead of just going out there and doing the work that needs to be done. Chris Williamson said this. I forgot. I don't know if it was with David Goggins or something like that. He had an interview. He said, the magic is in the work that you don't want to do, the work that you're avoiding. There's great skilled fighters out there that I've sparred, that I've trained with, and I've had these moments too, but they hate running. And that's exactly what they need to do, is run, because they hate it. They're avoiding it, but that's what they need to do so that they can last in the later rounds. But since they avoid it, no matter how skilled they are, it doesn't matter, because once the rounds keep coming round by round by round, that skills start to diminish because you can't keep up with the output that you're putting out. I don't know if that makes sense. But fact of the matter is, maximize your time. Do the work that you're avoiding because it's going to be beneficial, and you're avoiding it because that's what you need. And that goes with anything in life. Even like in sales is uncomfortable at first. The feeling of rejection is not good, but you keep chasing that discomfort. You keep getting better, and that thing that felt hard, that thing that you wanted to avoid, you keep doing it until it feels easy and it becomes something that you love to do. It becomes your cream of the crop. It becomes your ace. That's how you progress in life, and then you move on to the next thing and the next thing. The third point I want to say is decide what era you're in. I think oftentimes we have different influences, and we're in an age where we have so much information, and so we watch a self-improvement YouTuber, and he talks about, let's just say, like getting girls, and then we have another self-improvement YouTuber that prioritizes doing your schoolwork, and then we have another one that prioritizes going to the gym. And so you watch all these people, and then you're like, okay, I gotta go do schoolwork, I gotta try to get these girls and work on my cold approach, and then I gotta go to the gym. And then it's like you're crap at all of them because you're trying to do all of them at the same time. And so let me give you another example. Let's just say you're trying to be a professional fighter, and then you have school in some cases are going to interfere with your fighting, and vice versa. And so you got to decide what era you're in and what you want to do depending on your goals. You might have an exam on Friday, but you also got to fight on Friday, and it could be a championship fight. Which one are you going to choose? And it's important, and this is kind of like a clear-cut black and white example, but there's gonna be times where it's like muddy, right? And that's kind of what I want you to start thinking about. And you have to decide, because are you gonna spend your week studying for that exam, or are you gonna spend your week training for that fight? And that's something you have to prioritize, and that goes to priorities. Which one is more important to you and to your goals into your life? Because if you try to do both, you're gonna be crap at both. You're not gonna get the maximum output that you get from both, because you're spending one, let's just say out of 2 hours, let's say your one day is 2 hours. You're spending 1 hour in school and 1 hour in the gym training. That's your whole day, instead of just those 2 hours in the life and the goals that you choose. Which is why it's important that you prioritize and understand what era you're in. And that could change throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to stay that way, but you decide. And a lot of the times with like bad time management, it's not even that you suck at managing your time. It's just a matter of you suck at being disciplined. Like, you know your end goal, you're just scared to take the risk. You don't want to have that deep, serious conversation with yourself or with others. So you're trying to find a way to make minimal sacrifice, but still get the desired result, still get the outcome that you want in the end. When it doesn't work like that, there's going to be times in life where you got to make that sacrifice. You got to have that uncomfortable conversation. You got to have that era of discomfort of constantly chasing, constantly working. You're alone, or you're isolated, or, you know, whatever it is, you're the weirdo right now. You got to embrace that uncertainty. You're trying hard, you're working towards this goal, but you honestly don't know if it's going to work. And despite all of that, you keep moving forward. And that's pretty much it, man. That's how to improve your time management. That's how to lock in, how to focus and get things done. If you like this video, like, subscribe. You know, if you gain something from this, comment. All that good stuff helps with the algorithm, so we can keep growing, keep thriving. And yeah, man, mad love. Peace.